Well, what do we have here? I know it just looks like one of those other hate comments, but let's put on our detective goggles and let's go to work, boys. Alright, so all you handsome devils that don't know, I worked with the company Backyard Brakes, okay?
That is a Tesla!
The owners of Backyard Brakes are brothers Grant and Nick Telford. Just about 30 days ago, I told the brothers that I wanted to go pursue my dream, maybe do something bigger down my alley. During the time that I was there, I had a pretty good edge on people in regards to remembering usernames. So I wake up this Friday morning, I look at my TikTok notifications, and I see a username that looks a little familiar. So I click on it. Feeling a little confident and already knowing that username and knowing that nobody could just replicate that username, I had to go double check because I didn't believe what was going on. So when I click the profile and I click to see who the account is following and who's following the account, I see the Backyard Athlete on top of a few other backyard accounts. So ladies and gentlemen, let's bring it back to this comment. This comment that was calling me a effing joke is Grant and Nick's father, Jeff Telford. I know, I'm shocked too. I'm shocked. But there's a few messages that I want to relay. One, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Two, don't let your pops on TikTok. And three, instead of letting people ruin your day, let it fuel a fire. Go out there, make someone's day, and enjoy some gala ma. Love you boys, and I'll see you handsome devils tomorrow.
It's the breakup of the Beatles, folks. The mud is starting to sling. Things are starting to get testy amongst the current and former members of Backyard Brakes.
But there was a meeting where John came in and said, hey guys, I'm leaving the group.
It was just a few months ago that things seemed so perfect. Everyone was saying how Backyard was so big, nobody could touch them, nobody could stop them, and everybody wanted to be like them. That is the case no more, folks. Nikki Rips is gone.
Tesla!
Backyard Sarah is gone. Backyard Brakes is now trying to find replacements for them. This was posted the other day to their Instagram. Good luck finding anyone who can equal what Nikki and Sarah meant to the backyard.
Tesla!
To all the people who told me that Backyard Brakes was so big a few months ago, wouldn't a company so big be able to keep and retain their top talent? To all the competing group breakers out there, and there are literally probably hundreds of you, isn't it time to stomp on these guys?
This little
Just something to put inside your head.
I think we're close to the bottom of the market if we're not already there. I think many key cards won't drop in value much more before they start to rise in value again.
Our hobby hero Jeff Wilson told you a little over a month ago that the bottom was here and cards would soon go back up again. Well, broadly speaking, cards have not gone up over the last month. Most have remained flat or down. I'm not a huge fan of these indexes, but if Jeff Wilson wants to call tops and bottoms in the sports card market, it is somewhat useful to use these tools to measure card values. The only card sectors up over the last 30 days are golf, wrestling, culture cards. Meanwhile, soccer, basketball, UFC, and entertainment cards are all down over 5%. People in the industry who want to be overly positive will often point to the fact that in the last 2 years, all asset classes are down. That's not the case in the last 30 days. Bitcoin is up over 24% in the last month. Ethereum is up over 14%. The broader stock market is flat. If you've had your money invested in crypto in the last 30 days, you've probably crushed it.
NFTs.
It's also a lot easier to get your money out of crypto. You can just click a few buttons usually. That's why sports cards will lag behind typical investments like stocks and maybe even bonds and crypto, because it's so much easier to liquidate your money when buying and selling those investments.
I think that Will Greer right now is about 4 times better of an investment than Kyler Murray.
So we are probably not at the very bottom of the sports card market, in my opinion. I still think it's been a good time to buy sports cards, certain sports cards every day. There are good deals to be had online or at shows or at card shops. I'll show you what I've been buying at the very end of this video, but let's take a look at some recent sales of cards that I can't afford.
Just a few months After this card had sold for over $730,000, I was able to buy it for $218,000. And I was watching all of the graphs and data really closely in Market Movers, and I felt that was going to be the low point of the market on this card. So I bought that card for $218,000, and that's one that I timed perfectly. It's been the lowest sale of a Michael Jordan PSA 10 card this year because they went immediately up after that time that I bought this one in June. A few of these have sold recently for an average of $350,000. Now, this is the second one I own. The first one I paid more for, but this one is going to make a great flip for me this year.
Jeff Wilson bragged about buying his Michael Jordan 86 Fleer rookie card, PSA 10 condition, for $218,000. He called it one of his best investments. One just sold on Golden the other night for only $150,000.
Dip.
You remember these cards got as high as $700,000 back in the peak of the sports card market.
What I did was I traded a 2003 SP Signatures Upper Deck Michael Jordan card. It was a PSA 10 with a PSA 10 autograph from Michael Jordan himself. And I traded that card for a James Harden rookie card, as well as a LeBron card and a couple of Randy Moss cards.
This 2020 Flawless Babe Ruth Lou Gehrig card sold for $127,000 the other night. That seems like a lot of money, considering what you could buy a Ruth autograph or a Gehrig autograph separately. So shout out to the consignor on this one. This just seems like a very high price, $127,000 for this card. Seems like a very, very solid price for that. But we've got a 2-year low on this Mike Trout orange refractor autograph. Still worth $85,000, so still a ton of money, but well off its previous highs.
Dip.
Let the hype train begin. Hopefully my guy makes an Arizona Fall League appearance at some point, maybe in the next couple years. The autograph hounds will be lined up from Scottsdale to Tempe for Christian Vaquero. I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong. $46,000 for his Superfractor 1/1 first Bowman card. Kid is like 19 years old, all the talent in the world. So it will be fun to maybe see this guy at a minor league game, hopefully in the near future.
I bought this card back in March when the sports card market was at a real high and LeBron James cards were at a real high. And I paid $265,000 for that card.
So Jeff paid $265,000 for one of these. One just sold for $36,000. That is a huge dip. So keep that in mind when you are watching Jeff Wilson's video. This guy has a huge amount of money invested in sports cards. So some of these he's down over 6 figures on.
Dip.
In his video about a month ago where Jeff called the bottom of the sports card market, go through and look at the cards that he talks about. He talks about specific cards in that video. Most of those cards he owns and he's down huge on. So just keep that in mind. Here are some of the cards that I have been buying lately. I bought this Jamar Chase patch rookie card off Check Out My Cards eBay account for about $50 the other day. I bought a Barry Sanders Flawless at auction for about $100. I've purchased several Michael Jordan cards in kind of the $20 to $40 range. Here those are. I purchased 7 cards off Ken Golden's site the other night.
Without exaggeration.
You might have witnessed it on our live stream. Those cards were a 1973 Tom Seaver PSA 1.5. That 0.5 is very important. That a 1991 Score Nolan Ryan PSA 10 for around $20. I figure I could probably flip that for around $25 or $30. 1994 Upper Deck Collector's Choice Manny Ramirez PSA 10 for $8.40. That seems like a pretty easy flip. 1996 Finest Gary Payton PSA 9 with the coating, $8.40. Sweet card there. 1934 Chickle Diamond Stars, Tony C, my boy. PSA 7, $121 total there. Looking to get, I don't know, probably $150, $200 for that card. 2021 Bowman University Sam Williams PSA 10, $6. Hey, I'll buy any PSA 10 probably for under $10 pretty much. 1996 Dikembe Mutombo PSA 10. Pop one actually on that 18 bucks. Hey, I think my favorite part of the whole deal was I spent $188, shipping and handling $6, insurance $1.70. I think in the near future I'll be trying to buy hundreds of cards over there with that low shipping cost.
Without exaggeration.
So I've definitely been enjoying mostly buying cards, selling a few cards over the last few weeks. We will bring more of that to you in the future. Probably look for us again on another live stream this Thursday. And until next time,
You dip.
we'll see you later.